Hi, buddy. All right. We like to start with Zen when we do the Pierce Farmstead report. This is the report for October 2018. And we'll begin right here. This is the tamarind tree. That is the peach tree. I discovered the peach tree would grow if I gave the soil a little bit of kind of acid pellets. It likes the soil a little more acidic. And it did grow in certain branches anyway. It's quite a bit bigger than it was. I'm gonna have to trim it into that vase shape they like, but they say to trim it into, but very cool. We got the new pots this year. So we put tamarind in it, and we put a fig tree in it that we had grown from a little tiny seedling anyway. And there's the other one, but it needs some love here. It got hot, and this one didn't like it as well, but there's some figs. Trying to pull out the rosemary bushes that got overwhelmed in the hibiscus during the summer. Still have some of that to go, obviously, but I worked on one of them. So these are kind of the trees. The back garden, I guess we'll start with the back garden. In theory, this was the banana pepper or Hungarian pepper. I've put both seeds in there. I'm going to try to bring it back this year. The theme this year was I had read some stuff about Charlemagne, the Frankish king about 400 AD or so, and how he had given an order that all of the royal gardens had to contain beneficial plants. They didn't really distinguish between herbs and spices and vegetables at the time, but just these were beneficial plants for some reason or another. I kind of like that. So I picked ones off of there. So this is not to say that I have a ton of obscure things, but rather I've picked things that would be neat or things I haven't had, along with things I know I like that were on the list. And then on top of all that, I just picked some stuff I wanted to plant. So it's a mix of what I want and some of the stuff I picked off that list. This is a row of spinach that hasn't popped up yet, and an empty row. I'm going to plant some spinach in a couple of weeks. There's all kind of things in here. Tomatoes along the side, tomatoes in the middle. This side I think was cucumbers on the close end. And I forget was at the far end, but it's popping up. This last row was arugula, and it is popping already. What was that? This side over here was parsnips. I have my trusty map. There's so many things I planted this year. What does that pop in there? Radish. Well, of course, the first thing to pop would be radish. Back there, common chives. These are 2 tomato pots. This is a tomato I bought just to have something early from the Home Depot. It's grown good though. Garlic chives, a lot of lemongrass that's coming back, getting a little greener, darker green now that I've given it some sun and some fertilizer. So I'm going to plant that around here soon. And then we have the herb garden, which I call the front garden because this is behind it. I'm probably going to compost into this area. I have to expand it a little and seal it up. Peppermint plant, spearmint plant, and then I have mint and one of these planters. There's just too much stuff to remember right now. Obviously a pineapple, tarragon, I forget. There's Tulsi basil. Dill would be in this area. Sage, I bought a plant. This one's from the seed tray. This one, the sage didn't make it, so I bought a plant to have one kind of out in ahead of the seedlings that are in here. That's when you put bay leaf in something, that's a bay tree. I'm trying to bring along. Something else in here. And then this is sweet basil. So where that was Tulsi or holy basil, this is sweet basil, which everyone's more familiar with, I'm sure. This is a galangal plant, which is similar to ginger, used in Thai cooking. And we like our curries. This is, we had an enormous passion vine plant that grew on here, but it did not make it through the summer. Just got too hot for it, but I had a couple little ones planted away. So I've replaced it with some other passion vines, and hopefully, like that one, they grow real fast. This was going to be chicory, but it's full of weeds. What do you think, Zen? This is chicory and is full of weeds. Not sure. Plantain, which I know most people are thinking the little banana-like thing that you make tostones out of, but no. This is plantain that's used as an herb. I think it's older, and it's got the same name. Not sure. This is sweet fennel. Not sure. Whatever's down here, I do have it on my little map. I guess I'm curious enough to find out. Probably doesn't make great video. However, summer savory. Good. These are blueberry. I think I'm going to cut it a little shorter this year. These are all the things that have been planted. And what's coming up here? Feverfew, which is a very popular kind of medieval herb that supposedly was like the aspirin of the Middle Ages. I've never had it. Well, a number of these I've never had. Chervil, summer savory, garden cress. It's going to be interesting. I'll probably write something up or do a little video on each one and what it does and what it doesn't do and how well it grew and that kind of thing. But I got a lot of stuff in the ground this year, and it's going to be fun. What do you say, Z? He's in. What do you say? Cool.